Hola, maestras. Hi, teachers. Today we're going to look at using Quizizz to set activities for our students. Let's begin. So you go to Google and you type the word Quizizz. Then you select the first option, Quizizz, free quizzes for every student. All right, so once you're on the quizizz.com website, this is how the website looks. Then it's best to sign up so that you can access all the features Quizizz has to offer. So to sign up, you click the sign up tab. Which takes you here to create your account. So I use the email option to sign up because this allows me to receive notifications from Quizizz. So go ahead, sign up to create your account. Now, because I already have my account, I don't need to sign up right here. What I would do is select login. Okay, so let's go back to the website main page. Okay, so this is where we started. Now, once you have signed up and created your account and you're ready to start working, you would choose login. So you go ahead, select login, enter your email address and the password that you use to create your account. Okay, great. We are now on the home page for your Quizizz account. So I'm inside my account. Here you see my name, Miss Houston. And in order to personalize your account, such as adding picture, adding your name, and so forth, you would select View Profile. Now you have the option to edit your profile, where you would add your picture here and even edit your name. Now, once you have created activities for the students, under the Quizizz option here, it shows you all the activities that you've created. You could also locate your activities that you created by selecting My Library. Now for the reports section, this is where you would keep track of the persons who completed your activities and also how they did. Okay, so let's create an activity. So in order to create an activity, you would select the Create tab. So click on this. Okay, So you get this pop-up which says create a quiz. Number 1, name this quiz. So I'm going to name it Los Saludos, greetings. Now you get to choose the subject area that the quiz is linked to. You have mathematics, English, physics. For mine, it would be related to world languages, except Spanish. So I'll select that one, and then I'll move on to next. Select next. Okay, so now you get to choose how you'd like your quiz or your activity to be set up. So either you choose multiple choice, where you'll write the question and then give the students options to choose from. Checkbox, which is the same. Students would get options to choose from. Also, you have fill in the blank. For this one, the students would write their answer. This one is a bit tricky because what the student writes in has to match the options that you place for the answer. But for today, or for poll, this one is not ungraded. It's not graded, nor is this one. It's not graded, open-ended. For today, we're just going to focus on multiple choice, creating an activity using the multiple choice option. So I'm going to continue and select multiple choice. Okay, so it gives you this pop-up which asks you to create your first question. Question number 1. So I enter the question here. Buenos dias means okay, so I have my 3 options. Buenos dias means, so that's the question. Good night for option 1, good morning for option 2, or good afternoon for option 3. So once I'm finished with my question, I'll go ahead now to select which one would be the correct answer. So for this one, it would be good morning. So I selected good morning as the correct answer. Then I save my question. Okay, then for the next question, I would go to new question. It offers the other options as well. So you could either choose checkbox, fill in the blank, or multiple choice if you'd like your questions to be varied. But for me, I'm going to continue with multiple choice. All right, so my next question would be, what is the Spanish word for hello? So I give them option 1, option 2, sorry. Buenas noches, or buenos días, or hola. So what is the Spanish word for hello would be my question. And then the options are buenas noches, Buenos dias, or hola. So the correct answer from this list is hola. Then I move on to my second question. My third question. Sorry. Okay, so I have 2 questions so far. Now, you also get the option to teleport. Now, the teleport option is there for if you have a previous quiz. Option is there for if you have a previous quiz. For example, if you had created different activities before using Quizizz, you could go ahead and select teleport. So let's try that. Teleport. Now for me, I do have previous activities in Quizizz. So I could go here to choose questions from those already created activities. So for example, here's one. This is something that I did long before, I think it was around May. All right, so I'm going to choose a question from this one. Let's go with ¿Cómo se llama él? Let me choose this one. I'm going to add that to the activity that I am creating now. So I'm choosing from my old activities. So there we go, add. So you select add. All right. And there we go. So now I have 3 questions. So these 2 I just created, and this third one is from a previous activity that I had in Quizizz. All right, so let's just create one more new question. So I wrote the Spanish word for book is, my options are yeah, la silla, el libro, or la chica. Now, if you'd like to have 4 options, you can go ahead and do so by adding another one, but I'm sticking to 3 options for the student. Also, you can select the time allotted for the students to answer the question. So the time is automatically set at 30 seconds. You can increase the time to 45 seconds or any amount you'd like to set it at. All right, then we're going to go ahead and save. Oops, sorry, see? So if you haven't selected which one of your options is the correct answer, it will not save. So my correct answer is El Libro. And then you select save. On this side, all right, there we go. All right, so there was something that I wanted to show you, but the screen went off. Let me create one more question so that I can show you. Multiple choice, new question, multiple choice. All right, so let's go. El Pero is, and I have cat, dog, plane. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you. On the right hand corner, you can see how the question would look. So it shows you here how it would look when the students start playing. And these are the options. All right, so let me go ahead, select the correct answer and save. All right, so I now have 5 questions. Now, once you're finished writing in your questions, you can review them here. Okay, once you're finished, you could go ahead and select done. Now, if you have a picture that you'd like to add as the cover of your activity, you could do so. Okay, so you click right here, and then it will take you to a folder on your device to take your picture from. So I selected that picture and there it is. Then you'll select English for the language, and you can go ahead and set the grade that the activity is for. So I'm just going to choose first grade, which is grade 1. And then who can see this quiz? You would select public, visible to everyone. And then you save. Okay, there we go. And now my activity is saved. Los Saludos, first grade. Okay, so for this here, once you're finished, you have the option play live, assign homework, or practice. Now for the assign homework, this one you can set a deadline on the activity. And if you hover over the question sign right here, it actually explains what it means to assign HW. So there you go, you can hover and then you read and understand which one you'd like to use. Also for practice, this one allows you to send the link for the activity. So right here you would select share practice link. So you could send it to your students. And as you can see right here, it says practice links do not expire and reports are not sent to teachers. And the student is able to play on their own as often as they like. So the instructions are there. Now, when you scroll down, you would see all your questions that you created. Preview 5 questions. Show answers. So these are my questions. And if I'd like to see the answers that I selected for the questions, I would click on show answers. So there you go. The ones in green would be the answer. All right, so hide answers. Now, I like the memes option, which allows you to add a meme or an emoji at the end of a question to show if this, for example, if the student gets it correct, you'd have a good job meme, well done meme. Or if they get it incorrect, you could place a picture to say, oh, try again. So in order to do that, you would go to this section on your left, and then you go down to memes. Click. Once you click on memes, it takes you to this page. Create a custom meme to set for your class. They love it. So let's go. Let's create a meme. Create. All right, so name your meme. I'm just going to name it fun and make it public. Once you're finished, select done. Then this meme set is incomplete. Please add at least one correct and one incorrect meme. So you need a meme for correct answers and you need a meme for incorrect answers. So let's start with the correct answer meme. So you click on this right here, create a correct meme. Upload an image. Of course, you'd have to save the image already on your device so that you can upload it. So I saved these earlier. So good job. This is the one that I'm selecting for the correct answer meme. All right, so the picture is a little big. It's bigger than the space. So you can click on this, the minimize button, right there with the looking glass or the magnifying glass with the minus sign. Click on it and it reduces the size of your picture. Then you can just go ahead and fit it to the space. See, you can pull it over, left, right, and then it's fitted. And then I'll select upload. If you'd like to enter a text, you can do so, but my picture already has a text, so I won't enter anything. All right, so I'm going to name this one good job, and then I'll save. So this is just an addition to your questions. All right, so that's the correct meme right there. So now I'm going to update the incorrect meme section. I will select create an incorrect meme. Upload an image, and there we go, incorrect. Open. All right, so I just shift this a little to adjust it. There we go, and then I'll select upload. Just click on the enter text here section for it to remove those words. There you go. And then I'll name it try again and save. All right, there we go. So I have a picture for correct answers and incorrect answers. So let me go back to my activity. And remember, in order to find that, we would go to my library. So I click on my library. And then this was the most recent activity created. So it would be on the top. And in order to access it, I would just click on it. Alrighty. Okay, so for play live, let's select that option for the activity. So it says pick your game mode, team, classic. Students answer at their own pace, compete individually, and have a blast along the way. So it gives you the instructions for each option. For test mode, let's choose classic. All right, so you can just select continue. Then it will generate the game code that you would share with your class for them to join your game and play and answer questions. So it would happen live. All right, so let's go back. So that's the play live option. Okay, so for the assign homework option, let's select that one. All right, so it gives you the deadline for when the quiz should be completed. Let's choose, you can choose the date. All right, I'm going to choose August 2nd, and you can enter the time. Then it tells you 2 days and 2 minutes from now. And then you select continue. Then an activity code or game code would be generated for this as well. So you can share this code right here with your students. Now you have the option, because Quizizz is connected to Google Classroom, you could click on this tab which says share a link. Click on it, and then it gives you the options. So you could just select Google Classroom and you can share it with your Google Classroom if you have one. If not, you could just tell your students the code and then they'll be able to access the game or the activity. Okay, so you can practice or play the activity that you created. So click right here on practice and then select play. All right, so it takes you to the start page of your activity. Los saludos, the name of my activity, how many questions, 5, and it shows that I'm the one who created the activity, Miss Houston. Then the options are here: play quiz, flashcards. We're going to focus on those 2. And down here, I would select memes, which is the one that I created. All right, so let's select play quiz. My first question, buenos dias means good morning. I'm going to select the answer, good morning. There is my meme. Very good. So this is how your question would look to the students, and also how the activity looks to them when they're completing it. All right, the Spanish word for book is, I'm going to select the incorrect answer, la silla. All right, let's try selecting another incorrect answer. There is my sorry, try again meme. All right, so that's how it looks when the students are playing. Now, when you provide the students with the code, they would come right here, join a game, click on that. And then they would enter the code that you provide them with right here. So that's the game code for the game that I created. And then they would select join. And of course, the students would enter their name and start the game or the activity that you created. Okay, the Spanish word for a book, so it takes them to the activity. So it looks the same for them as well. Okay, so once your students have completed the activity, you can take a look at what they have been doing. So you would do that by going to reports, which is right under my library. And on the report page, it shows you the type of activity you created, whether it was assigned or played live. It shows you the name of the activity, which is the name that you entered when you were creating your questions. It shows you how many persons played or completed your activity, and it gives you an average of their performance. So let's use this one because I have 2 persons on this activity. It's showing 2 persons to have completed it or attempted the activity. And it was an assigned activity. The name was Los Saludos, and the average was 58%. So let me click on this. Okay, so it takes you to the activity details. It shows you the code that was used for it, the name, and the date. It shows you how many questions, how many players. All right, so you can review the questions and see how many players answered it correctly and how many persons attempted it. So it breaks down each question for you based on the student's performance. All right, so let's go back to players. Now the students entered their names and completed their activity. So you'll see their names here for the students who completed their activity. And then you'll see how they did. So for example, Sammy Brown has 100% accuracy. You can click on Sammy Brown right here to see how they answered your questions, which shows you what Sammy Brown selected, how long it took Sammy Brown to answer. All right, so there you go. All right, so let's take a look at Ren. It shows Ren here to have 16% accuracy. Click on Ren, and it shows you which questions were attempted by Ren and how long it took. All right. And it also gives you the option to email the student's performance to the parent. So there we go. This is using Quizizz multiple choice option.